Jamaica. Alexa, pause. All right, guys, we are live. We are live. We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come up in this room, guys. Log in, log in, log in. Come up in this room, guys. Log in, log in. Let's get it started, guys. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started, y'all. As you guys are coming in, I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come up in this room, y'all. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm excited. Drop your cities in the chat, y'all. As you guys are logging in, go ahead and drop your city in the chat. I'm going to let a couple of minutes go by. We'll start in a few minutes, y'all. We're just gonna let other people come into the room. But y'all, I'm excited, y'all. Let me know what city y'all are logging in from. I am logging in from Queens, New York is in the building. So rep your city in the chat. That's a big New York thing. We like to rep our boroughs. So rep your city in the chat. Rep your city in the chat. I want to know where you guys are logging in from. I want to know, where is the next Black-owned beauty supply store going to be open? Is it going to be open in Florida? Is it going to be open in Texas? Is it going to be open in Atlanta? Where are y'all coming in from? Let us know in the chat. Where is the next beauty supply store going to be open? Let us know in the chat. Drop your city, rep your city in the chat. Let us know where you're trying to open, guys. So guys, I had opened my store in actually in the same neighborhood that I was born and raised in. So I was pretty proud to do that. And y'all gonna hear a lot more about my story. I'm gonna be sharing my journey and all of that good stuff. But yeah, let me know, guys, where y'all opening. And so let's see in the chat so far. So we have Brianna. Hey girl, she is from the Dallas area. And guys, I have so many people from Texas just in general. Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas. Yes. Very, very heavy. The Texas area, the Texas state, y'all, is an awesome state. There's so many opportunities in the southern states, I would say, but definitely Texas is one of our states where we open quite a few stores. So there's so much opportunity in Texas, y'all. There's so much opportunity in Texas. Y'all come on in this room, y'all. Rep your city in the chat. If you are coming in, I see so many people coming in now. Guys, we are talking about where we are about to open our next beauty supply store. So I want to know, drop your city in the chat. Let us know where you want to open your store. So as I was mentioning, y'all, I opened my store in Queens, New York. That's actually where I was born and raised. So let us know in the chat. Rep your city in the chat. So we have a user on here from Palatka. Girl, I don't know. But Florida is in the building. And we have a few Florida stores, one in Orlando, one in Tampa. I think we have actually two in Tampa, one in Orlando. And we are actually working on a store in gosh, where's her store? She is in she's child. by the West Palm Beach area. It's one of those little towns by the West Palm Beach area. But we have Florida is in the building. Rep your city in the chat. Hey, Kendra, where are you logging in from? Let us know. So we have Louisiana in the chat. What part of Louisiana? We opened the store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge, I'm going to be talking about. I think they're in my slides, actually. First Black-owned store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Guys, we have been doing this. We have been doing this. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the movement that we have created. I am so proud. So, guys, let us know in the chat where you're going to be opening your store. I am so excited. Okay, so where else? We have Houston, Greensboro in the building. Okay, Kendra is from Orlando. I see that. And we have England in the building. Welcome. What part of England are you trying to open a store? That is so exciting. That's exciting, guys. So we have open stores internationally. We have not been to England yet, so I would absolutely love to help you open a store in that area. Let me know, where in England are you thinking about opening your store? That is exciting. So we have open stores in Canada. We have open stores also in the islands. And so we have been international, y'all. And I would just love for this to go into Africa. We have been talking with some people from Ghana. We have been talking with people from Nigeria. I'm really excited about Ghana. I'm really excited about Nigeria. So, y'all, if anybody is from outside of the United States, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I would love to talk with you about opening this store. Okay, so we have more people on Massachusetts. Okay. We got another Orlando. Let me see. Latasha. Hey, girl. Awesome. Oh, we have Haiti in the building too. Welcome. All right, y'all. So I'm excited for tonight's training, y'all. I am going to switch over and get this party started. We are going to get this party started. I'm going to share my slide, y'all, and we are going to get this party started. Okay. So here we're all here to talk about how to open a beauty supply store, how to get started. And so I am your host, Janice Fredericks. I am a beauty supply strategist, modern day civil rights leader, founder of the Platinum Store Launch programs, which I'm going to be talking all about today. So it's going to be exciting. Let me present this on full screen. All right. Boom. Okay. So before we get started, I just want to go through real quick some legal notices and disclaimers. Okay. This is for my people that like to steal my content. This is why I got to say this, but here we go. This training, including all of its strategies, frameworks, predictions, methods, materials, is exclusive intellectual property of Janice Fredericks and the Retail Genius. It is provided for personal educational uses only. Any reproduction, distribution, recording, sharing, or commercial use of this content, including using it to create your own programs, training, and offers is strictly prohibited and will be enforced under U.S. copyright and intellectual property law. Please don't copy my stuff, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. So, y'all, the Beauty Black Takeover is here. The Beauty Supply Takeover is here, guys. It is live and it is well, guys. And these are some of the stores that we have opened. Like I mentioned, so many stores all over. So Quality Beauty Supply was one of our first stores that we opened. This is one of my African sisters. Super proud to help her open a store in Grayson, Georgia. New York Beauty Supply. These dudes, we helped open their store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Jazzy Chick. This is Jenny. She was a nurse turned beauty supply boss. Opened her store in the Vegas area. So Las Vegas, Henderson area. Be Brave Beauty Supply. These two sisters, blood sisters, open their stores, two stores actually, in the LA area. And then we have some of our Naturalista stores. So My Shade and Texture and Bold Culture Beauty. Those are the two stores that I mentioned we opened in Florida. So My Shade and Texture is out in Tampa and Bold Culture Beauty is in Orlando. And then we had a beautiful store called House of Melanin that opened in Oak Park, Illinois area. And then we have Mega Beauty Supply that is in the Cypress, Texas area. Opened, mother-daughter duo opened. They're actually in their third year of business, just opened a second location. So I love to share some of my clients just to show you guys the representation, and representation matters, because when I was getting started in beauty supply, y'all, there was no representation. I got started in 2010. Okay. So a long time ago, 15 years ago, even though I know I still look 15, but I started in this industry 15 years ago. And like I said, guys, when I got started, there's no representation. So now that we have helped so many other people open stores and get started and get successful and have financial freedom and open 2 and 3 locations, it's important for you to see the representation. It's important for you to know that you can too do this as well. Okay. So that's why I share that information. So on tonight's agenda, we are going to be talking about the real state of the beauty supply industry in 2026, what is changing, what owners are doing differently, how to get funding for your store, how to position your store to win in this economy. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys early bird access into our brand new beauty supply accelerator program. So there is going to be an amazing opportunity for you guys to work with me and my team. I'm going to be sharing that at the end. So you definitely want to stay to the very end if you can, because I'm going to be doing a Q&A, answering your questions, as well as telling you how you can move forward. This offer is not going to be for everybody, but there's definitely going to be people on here who has been waiting for this type of opportunity. And so definitely stay to the very end so you can take advantage of it. Okay. So there are some reasons why you may be on this training tonight, why you decided to show up and spend your evening with me. Okay. Number one, and probably the most important reason, is many of you are on here, you're very tired of your 9 to 5 and you need to do work that is going to impact others' lives. If that is you, I want you to type me in the comments. Another reason why you may be on this training tonight is because you believe that your community is waiting for your Black-owned beauty supply store. You may not even have a Black-owned business in your community. If that is you, give me a me or a yes in the chat. You may be on this training because you know that this is the year that you need to create financial freedom and generational wealth for your children. Are there any parents in the building? If that is you, give me a me or a yes in the chat. So a little bit of background for anyone who is new to me. I want to quickly introduce who I am and why you should listen to me, and some of my receipts, and that I'm not a scam or anything like that. I'm a real person in real life. But my name is Janice. I'm again the founder of the Retail Genius business. I go by the Retail Genius online. And today I have helped Black women secure over 1.5 million in funding, okay, for beauty supply businesses. Our clients collectively over the past 8 years have generated over 15 million in revenue. I have been recognized by Black Enterprise magazine when I had my store as a industry pioneer. I did not start out as an industry guru. I was a former Goldman Sachs employee. So I was a Wall Street corporate baddie. Okay. So many of you, we've got the degrees, we've got the education. We worked that 9 to 5 job. We thought that's how, we was going to end and we was going to work there forever. And it just didn't turn out that way for us. Right. So I'm going to share a little bit more about that journey. But like I said, I was a former Goldman Sachs corporate baddie, turned into the #1 strategist, helping Black women reclaim the beauty supply industry. I'm also a single mom of 5 small, beautiful children, helping them build legacy, liberation, and generational wealth. Okay. So these are a little bit of my receipts, y'all. I've been in all of the magazines, all of the blogs. When I had my beauty supply store, again, there wasn't many Black-owned beauty supply stores 15 years ago, right? So we're talking about 15 years ago. And some of the real receipts that I love to share is the receipts of our programs. So these are receipts from Yahoo Finance, Kivo Daily, and the Business Insider, saying the Retail Genius is helping to fill the pockets of Black women. This program has helped Black women generate over 3 million in beauty supply, and Janice Frederick is reclaiming the beauty supply industry for Black women everywhere. These are the real receipts that I love to talk about, because it's not just about my business now. It's about what I've been able to help other people do, because it's one thing to open and build a store for yourself. It's another thing to now help and reach back and help other people do the same. So I'm very, very proud of that work. Okay. So we're already halfway through January, y'all. Almost halfway through January. So the question of tonight is, how do you want to spend the rest of 2026? Because imagine this, by the end of this year, you could be celebrating the grand opening of your very own beauty supply store. So let me know, right? And I want to give everybody permission to dream big. Your mom's not on this call. Your spouse is not on this call. People that may be holding you back, they're not on this call. I want to give you permission to dream. Do you see this for yourself? Actually opening your own beauty supply store in 2026. Give me a yes in the chat if you believe that it's possible. If you believe that you can really do this. And what would it mean to be the first Black-owned beauty supply store in your community? Because the opportunity is now here. And like I said, there is going to be an opportunity for you to actually move forward and execute. So now the only question is, are you ready to claim it? Are you ready to claim it? I want you to give me a yes in the chat if you are ready to claim it. I see a whole bunch of yeses in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. 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 So guys, like I shared with you, I opened my beauty supply store in 2010. It was a hot minute ago, but this was the day that my entire life changed. I remember this day like it was yesterday, y'all. It was September of 2010. I opened Fabulous Freddy's NYC in Queens, New York, the city I was born and raised in. And what was so fascinating about my grand opening day and ribbon cutting was not the fact that my entire family who was in this picture was there. My mom was there. My dad was there. That's the chocolate gentleman in the middle. That was my dad. My parents were so proud, right? My grandmother was there. God rest her soul. She was able to see me accomplish this amazing, amazing dream of mine. My aunts flew out to my city to come see me open this store. But what was so great about my grand opening was the community coming out and seeing this young Black girl who was just 23 years old at the time open the first Black-owned beauty supply store in the community. The community and the other young Black people that came out and was able to witness something like this was so life-changing, not just for me, but for the other people that was in the room to celebrate this milestone. So it goes beyond just the impact that you have on your family. It shows the community that this is something that is possible. So guys, when we open our Black-owned beauty supply stores, can you understand how big of a deal that is? Opening a Black-owned beauty supply store. We've never seen this been done before. We've seen the Asians and the Arabs do it. We haven't seen our people do it. So when we open our stores, we don't take it lightly. It's not a light thing. Like I said, this is 2026. We're still talking about economic freedom and liberation in industries where we're still underserved. Right? And so now I want to know in the chat, who's the one person that you would want to witness this amazing milestone? Who is that one person? That could be your mom, your dad, your spouse, your children. Drop their name in the chat. Who would you want to be present at your grand opening day? Who is depending on you to actually make this happen? There's someone that is depending on you to actually make this happen. That you can't go another year in the same position. You can't go another year. All right. Drop them in the chat. I want to see some names. I want to see some names. I want to see some names. Okay, I got my nieces, my mom, my godchildren, my children, my mom. Okay, Catherine is in the building. My children. Okay, so I know I got a lot of parents on. Shouts out to y'all tonight. So it's imperative that we make this happen. No plan Bs. Burn the ships. Okay. So one of the biggest questions is what is really holding us back? Because a lot of times, especially in the Black community, we have so many limiting beliefs and myths that we have been accustomed to because that's just the way we were raised, right? That we don't have enough money, that this industry is saturated, that we don't have the time, we don't have it, we don't have what it takes. The Asians got this on lock, the Arabs got this on lock. It's just impossible, right? I don't know where to get funding. I don't have the time. I don't know how to get the accounts open. Da, 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 da. We have so many excuses. But guys, at this point, I want us to stop using disempowering language. Do not use disempowering language in any venture that you start and anything that you do. Do not use disempowering language because this is what has held us back for decades, y'all, for decades. Okay. So now you may be asking these questions. Okay, I got this, but I still want to know, how are the Asians killing it? How do I get started? Are they actually gatekeepers? How do I get funding? This is what this training is all about. Me breaking down to you how to actually make this happen for yourself. Because the real reason of why you're here is because this is a wake-up call for many of us, especially Black women. There was a news report that 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs. Okay? 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs. And this is our moment to actually wake up and answer the call to ownership, legacy, and control. Because the beauty supply industry is a multi-billion with a B dollar industry. And it is time that we own more than just hair care products. And it's time that we actually own the shelves. Because a lot of us are mothers on here. If you're a mom, type me in the chat. And typically 80% of Black mothers are the primary sole breadwinners in the household. So this is me and my 5 beautiful children. Like I mentioned, guys, I am also a single mom. And so I understand the pressures of saying to myself, I have to make certain things happen. I have to make certain things shake. If I don't change, nothing will change. If I don't take the risk, nothing will change. And I'm happy that I took the risk because it was the greatest decision of my life, but it was a risk. There's no guarantees in anything. But here's what I did know, that my job wasn't guaranteed. I too was laid off from my U.S. Treasury position, the position that I thought was so safe. A lot of us, especially our government workers, thought that their positions were safe until they were laid off. But here's the other thing that I know about being laid off. Some of you may have been laid off on this call. I'm here to tell you, I can identify with that. But I also can tell you that this was the push that I needed to go into entrepreneurship. It was God telling me that if I don't take this job from you, you're never going to leave the job and you're never going to start the business. And it's very true. That job was my comfort zone. That job was my comfort zone. And so I had to get pushed out in a very violent way. But I'm glad it was done, because then I was able to open my beauty supply store and I was able to take that risk. And it was the best decision of my life. It was the best decision of my life. And so here's another client. She is single mom of 4. And this is her store called Pampered Textured out in North Dakota, Fargo. And I know y'all thinking, like, are there Black people in Fargo, North Dakota? Yes, there is. And we helping other people open stores in areas where there are predominantly white states and predominantly white cities, but there are still pockets of Black people to be served. So this is her story. She sent me a text message that she was generating $500 a day on her way to doubling in her 2nd year. She has a salon in her beauty supply store. She was a hairstylist first and then called us and said she wanted to open a store. And she also wanted to open a hair salon. So we had that business model that we created for her. And sis is on her way to doubling her sales in her 2nd year. So it is possible for hairstylists to get from behind the chair, to retire them hands, and open a business where you can work passively. Okay, so here are some numbers that we learned in 2025 And here's how we own it in 2026. So in 2025, beauty demand stayed very strong, even with economic uncertainty. Y'all, I have lived through 3 recessions, and I've seen through 3 different recessions, the beauty sector increased. Okay. Foot traffic grew 1 to 2%. Okay. Ulta, which is one of our beauty supply giants, actually raised its annual sales forecast. So the insight on this is that demand is stable. Like I said, when people lose their job, they will do anything to make themselves look good, even if they can't do it professionally. They will still go to the beauty supply store, buy the products, and learn how to use it themselves because they have YouTube University. So when I saw, and during the first recession, during the mortgage crisis, which I'm going to talk about, is people still came and spent their unemployment check at my beauty supply store. Okay. So what does this mean? This means that the industry is not slowing down, it's stabilizing. And the weak stores are declining, but strong community center stores grew. So this is your opportunity to enter while the market is rebalancing. Okay. Because 2026 is the year to own the engine that we have built. Okay. The Black beauty and textured hair category is growing from 4 to 6% annually. Okay. Black consumers drive billions in annual beauty spend. So, guys, demand is not the issue. Ownership is. The ownership is in the wrong hands. Okay. We need Black ownership. So let's be clear here that 2026 is the year that we stop watching and we start owning. 2026 is the year that we stop being the consumers and spending our money and start owning. Okay. Because again, Black women fuel the beauty economy, and we own just a small fraction of the supply chain right now. And we are on this mission to change those numbers. Because here's another fact. We are not new to this. We're true to this. We've already been given a blueprint. Okay. So some of y'all know about Madam C.J. Walker and Annie Malone, some of the first successful Black self-made female millionaires in America. Back in the 1920s, got their millions through what? Through the beauty sector. They started their hair care lines. Then they went to distribution, right? Mass distribution all over the United States. But they gave us the blueprint already. So this is not something that we are new to. It is in our blood. Do y'all understand that, Black women? This is in our DNA. We've already seen this been done. They've given us a blueprint. Beauty is where it's at. We just need to reclaim the industry and get back on top where we were, right? This is how I started during the mortgage crisis. Like I mentioned, it was a terrible, terrible, terrible time to open. And this is, y'all know the mortgage crisis, right? People were looking for gas. We couldn't even find gas at the gas station in 2008, right? That is when I literally, there was a Wall Street crisis. So many people lost their jobs, including me. And this is where I said, listen, I'm not going back to corporate. I'm already here. Let me go and just open my beauty supply store. I opened my beauty supply store. And just this year, well, last year, I now wrote a book called Breaking Barriers, and the beauty supply industry was an Amazon bestseller. I would have never achieved any of those successes if I was not laid off from my job and forced into entrepreneurship during the worst economy of our time. Unemployment was at an all-time high during the mortgage crisis. It was way worse than what it was now. And I still went for it. I still took the leap. And I was so successful because while everybody else was so afraid to open their stores during that bad economy, during that bad time, I was not afraid. I said, I'm going to do it scared. I did it scared, y'all. But because I was able to do it scared, I was able to now own the market share. So that anyone who came behind me when the economy bounced back and it was a good economy and everyone felt good about opening a business, I already had market share. I already had all the clients. I already had all the customers. Everyone was already loyal to my store because I was not afraid to do it. So this is what happens during bad economies, is it separates the people that are scared to start a business from the people that are going to start it anyway. And then the people that start the business anyway, they are the ones that wind up the millionaires 5 and 10 years later because they started back at a time where no one else was opening. So I was the only one. I had no competition. You see what I'm saying? And so because I had no competition, I was able to get all the market share. I was able to get everybody to become loyal to me so that when people came after me and they opened their stores, they failed as fast as they opened because no one was going to shop with them because I had loyal customers. So if you do it right, is my point. If you open that store right and you create that loyal customer base because of the customer service, the knowledge, and your product mix, those people are not going to leave your store when another store opens. So now I want to share with you guys what the numbers actually look like. Okay. This is the beauty supply market by numbers, right? Big spending, small ownership. 92% is owned by the Asian demographic. It is $100 billion industry driven by Black consumers. We are the culture, we are the cash flow, and it's now time to be owners in a market that we built. So how do we actually win in 2026? How do we actually win in 2026? So now I want to go into what is working now and what to do now and what is coming, right? So I always say we are in the era of pretty packaging is over. In 2026, guys, brands that perform will dominate. So customers now will demand better products, better organic products, because the fluffy brands are dead, right? They're looking for results driven products to be on your shelves. So now we have to do more research into putting on and stocking on our shelves more organic, natural, Black owned products. Okay. So the gem here is to build a results driven product mix. Now, our product mix is all the different categories that we plan to sell in our store. That's from men's lines, kids' lines, chemical products, over the counter products. All of these different categories are built to create our overall product mix. And so now we cannot just copy and paste what other people are doing. Now we have to build a results driven product mix. The second thing is the events, right? Now, when I talk about events, having events in your beauty supply store, this is not an extra thing to just do because it's cute. It's now going to be essential. I literally just watched a report that came out about retail shops now adding like cafes in their shops, like Ralph Lauren and some other big brands now are following like that cafe model. And it just is tying back to the fact that people want more experience in their retail shopping, because now we are having, to compete with AI, and we're having to compete with, online and Alibaba, all these places, right? Now people are craving more experience. So you have to come through with not just the events. Y'all, I was doing events back in 2010 when that was so unheard of. No one ever had an actual event in their beauty supply store. But I was doing events every single month because I just loved it. I just love doing events. I love collaborating with people and coming and having these educational workshops and doing, sipping shops and all these crazy things, right? But everybody loved the fact that I was so community oriented and that my store was a place where people can come and gather and actually have really good experience and conversation. Okay. So these events equal revenue. Okay. These events equal loyalty, and these events equal volume. Okay. So this increases your revenue up to 50% in your store. So the strategy here is that you want to build a year-round event calendar for your beauty supply store. Drop that in the chat if you're picking up what I'm putting down. You want to build a year-round event calendar in your store. Okay. This is how I was able to generate 5-figure months in my beauty supply store. We did well over 15,000 per month, and my store was 800 square feet of space. It was very small. 800 square feet of space is very, very small. I had a very cute, very small, very quaint beauty supply store. This is my store, y'all. It was very cute. It was very high-end looking. It was very upscale. I was giving the girls what they want. But now, y'all, now more than ever, we are in the Black girl luxury era. And the girlies are wanting an upscale beauty supply. And that's why we open upscale stores, because we want to open stores that we haven't seen. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is private label. Now, this is not a trend. This is also the new standard. Private label is creating your own brand of products, whether that's a hair oil, that's a scrub bar, we've had our clients do everything from clothes. We've had clients do juices. We've had clients do DIY bars, like literally a DIY mix and match your own oils and create your own custom concoction as your own. That is experience plus private label. So you combine in two. We've had our clients do all types of things, right? The point is that you need your own brand, because when you have your own brand in your store, you're able to charge a higher profit. Okay. And so when you look at stores like Ulta, and you look at Sally's, and you look at Ricky's, if y'all remember Ricky's from New York, they had their own line of beauty products as well. In my store, we tested so many different things. We tested having our own private label makeup. We tested having our own makeup brushes. We had our own hair, which is bundles. That is a very common thing to do. It's also very lucrative, but it allows you to have a higher margin, because now you're determining your own price points. Okay. And you absolutely need to have that in the retail business. You have to have a private label brand, and we help clients do that as well. Okay. So the gem and the strategy here is to launch your signature product, because wealth builds beyond the store walls. You need something that's going to be in play, making money for you inside your store and on Amazon Shop and other places where you can put your products, right? So this is exactly what our client Pam did in Tampa, Florida. Okay. She has the DIY bar where you can come and have that experience, like I mentioned, with mixing your own oils. So she has like a whole bar of oils, and customers are able to come in and make their own concoction, have a really great experience, and then leave with something that is like their own signature oil, which I absolutely love. And the money driver behind that is that it literally drives most of the revenue in her store. It literally drives most of the revenue in her store. So it's not made off of all the other products and hair and things. It's literally her DIY bar, which is her brand. Okay. So in 2026, if you are not hybrid, you are going to get left. So customers are now expecting that in-store as well as the online, being able to pick their stuff up in store. So you have to have those systems in place. You can't just rely on a regular cash register like we're back in the early 2000s. You have to have delivery options. You have to have SMS updates and emails, because if you're not online, you are literally leaving money on the table. So the strategy here is to build a dual channel retail machine, literally waking up to sales. So your store should be making money 24/7, literally while you are sleeping. People still need to be spending money with your beauty supply brand. Okay. This is exactly what my other client, Christina, did in LA. She opened her store, Curly Girl Love, and she was a school teacher turned into a stay-at-home mom. She had Irish twins and gave us a call and said, hey, I don't want to go back to the school. I want to actually open a beauty supply store. So we helped her get funding for her store. And literally, this is a text message that she sent. I checked in with her. I said, hey, how's it going since we're here at the half year mark? She said she did $96,978. She basically did six figures in 6 months. And I said, that is crazy. What has been working for you? And she mentioned she did 12K on DoorDash and online sales. She says online sales is through the roof because of human hair braiding and our SEO. So literally generating over 5 figures, $10,000 a month just on DoorDash. Guys, you don't have to do a lot when you have DoorDash as a part of your revenue stream. And she has an online store. So can you see how you can have multiple revenue streams off of your beauty supply brand? I want you to see it as a beauty supply brand with several revenue stream options. Okay. This is how we move in 2026. Okay. So next thing is funding. Okay. Now in 2026, lenders are still funding stores. Like I said, we helped women get 1.5 million in funding, and we want to double that number this year. But here's the thing with lenders, right? If you don't have your financial projections and business plan, cost breakdown, and understanding of your market and the retail math figured out, those lenders are going to tell you no real fast. So it is really, really important that you guys understand that the key to securing funding is making sure that that credit is clean, right? And that you have that business plan and financial projections. You cannot be in the 500s when you're trying to get six-figure funding for your beauty supply store. You got to be at least 620, guys.
I'm going to bring Keisha up because she has something exciting to share.
Yes, ma'am. So last week I reported that I went underwriting, and today I actually got approved for my full amount for my loan.
Yay!
Thank you, Janice, actually, for saying, no, call him tomorrow. I got the official email announcement today that I got the full amount that I requested. And yes, so I'm excited. I'm nervous and everything all in between. I mean, it took me a year to get here. I'm here now. The money is available.
Well, that's so exciting. Let everyone know what the full amount is.
I got 150K.
Yes. See, it's possible, y'all. It's possible.
And in the words of Janice, everything's going to be moving fast right
now. Yes, y'all, it is impossible to get six-figure funding for your store, y'all. It is definitely possible. And this is exactly what we do in our program. So now, the steps to opening a store. You need to make sure that you have your location strategy together, because location is still king, guys. You have to make sure the foot traffic is there, and you have to make sure that the storefront is visible. Okay. Number 2, you need to have your funding and financial plan together. Like I mentioned before, these lenders will not approve you for any type of funding if you don't have a real custom beauty supply plan in place with the financial projections, at least 3 years of revenue projections. That is not something you saw on Google, but based on real data, because these lenders are looking to lend to businesses that are going to be profitable. And they need to understand that you have the numbers, that you're going to be profitable enough to actually repay this loan. Okay. The third thing is you need to make sure that you have your inventory and merchandising plan in place. So making sure, going back to that product mix that I taught you guys earlier, making sure that you have a profitable product mix in place, that you are working with someone who can help you build out what a profitable product mix looks like, because you can have a six-figure loan and inventory your store with the entire wrong products and waste so much money, y'all. I wasted $20,000 using the wrong vendors, having the wrong products in my store, because you just don't know what you don't know. Okay, so you want to avoid those costly inventory mistakes, because you can't take it back once you have it. You cannot take it back. So making sure that you build a profitable product mix is going to be paramount for your store's success, because inventory is the largest asset on our balance sheet as retailers. Okay, understand this. Drop this in the chat. Inventory is the largest asset on our balance sheet as retailers. And so when I tell you that you have to make sure that this product mix is bulletproof, it is paramount. It is paramount. Number 4, your operations and systems have to be in place. Like I said before, we are living in the world of AI. We are living in the world of technology. And so if you don't have the proper operation systems and back end in place, you're going to wind up giving yourself another 9-to-5 job where you're there sitting at a cash register every single day, working 10 hours a day. And you're not going to be in your CEO seat if you don't have the proper systems and processes and operations in place. That's also paramount. That back end has to be bulletproof. And number 5, you need to have a launch and marketing strategy. So when we talk about launch and marketing strategy, it cannot be that you just decided to have a grand opening that no one knew was coming and no one knew that a beauty supply store was coming in their community. No. You need to have a proper launch and marketing strategy so that when you have your grand opening, you literally have a line outside the door for your beauty supply launch. Okay. So let's check in, guys, and recap. Okay. Let me know in the chat. There's a lot of information, but let me know in the chat if this was helpful. If you pick up what I'm putting down, if so, give me a yes in the chat. If so, give me a yes in the chat. Can you actually see how this is possible to open a multiple six-figure beauty supply store? If so, give me a yes in the chat. Also, let me know in the chat, are you ready? Like ready to start your own beauty supply store now? Do you feel empowered? If so, give me a yes in the chat. Give me a yes in the chat. So, if you want to join this movement of Black entrepreneurs taking over the beauty supply industry one store at a time, type in I'm ready. I'm ready in the chat. Type in I'm ready in the chat. Let's get it. Type in I'm ready to go in the chat. Who is ready? Who is inspired? Who is pumped up? Let me know. Yeezy, I'm ready. Rashida, I'm ready. Mommy's Tea Time, I'm ready. Miss Harris, I'm ready. Tanisha's Touch, what's up, girl? I'm ready. Let's go. Hey, Kendra, I'm ready. Let's go. Awesome. So listen, y'all. The next step is here, and it's our beauty supply intensive program. This is our brand new program that we have. I'm super excited for 2026 to be rolling out. And this is our accelerated program. Now, this is your 12-month fast track into beauty supply ownership done the right way. So this is not some course where you just watch and forget it. This is an accelerator that is literally built to help you move from idea to being funded for your store, to being positioned with the right systems in place, to actually launching. So this is our 3 C's for success, right? I always like to have different formulas and things that are just really clear to understand. Everything in this program is built on these non-negotiables, that we have the courses so that you can learn it. We have clarity that you can map it, and community that you can build it together. So there's no confusion. There's no wasted time. It's literally just execution. So part 1 is the C for our courses, which is our Beauty Supply University. So our Beauty Supply University is our complete training ecosystem. So inside this university, you get our beauty supply startup course. This is our step-by-step retail curriculum. See, this is like Netflix, right? So you can just watch this on demand. It's like going to the Harvard of beauty supply, y'all. This is our Beauty Supply University. So this has all of our homeworks. Every single module that you have has homework to it that is designed for execution. So these are all the things that I have talked about, right? Building the product mix, building the branding, building your event calendar, getting the funding together, building your funding map, right? This is all of the things that we help you guys learn in our Beauty Supply University, right? And so you have 12 months access to our online Beauty Supply University. You get a username, password, and you're literally able to watch everything on demand, whether it's 7 p.m. at night or 7 a.m. You can learn at any time. And this is just a small overview of one of our curriculums that we have. So module 1 is establishing that beauty supply roadmap, building your business credit, your retail business credit, right? Building out that business plan and startup projections. This is something that you absolutely need in order to get funding for your store. Building out the plan, putting it all together so that you can pitch your business to banks and lenders. This is just one of our modules that we have for our people who are beginners in this industry, still wanting to get that funding, right? This is a success story that we have. This is Flawless Beauty Supply out in Dallas, Texas. They actually got $75,000 in funding secured for their store. And Terrell, who was one of the owners, she had our store in the DFW area. She writes, Janice was such a phenomenal help and getting this girl boss started. Her course had a lot of information that you cannot just get anywhere. So they came into the program literally in over a weekend, created their business plan and financial projection, gave it to one of their lenders, and got approved for their beauty supply store. Now, the second C is for clarity. This is our done for you strategy. This is our business plan and financial projection, right? This is our bonus for people who actually get started today. So we actually start out the program with an onboarding strategy session with myself. So you meet with me, and I actually create the roadmap and milestones for the next 12 months, right? So I build a 12-month roadmap specifically for you, because everyone is at different places in their journey. There are some people who are ahead and they probably got the lease, got the space, but they need the rest of the stuff. And there's people who are all the way in the beginning. I don't even have my LLC yet, girl. It's all good, right? This is why I like to sit down and work with you one-on-one first, so that we can build a roadmap that makes sense for you, because life be life and things happen. And so we sit down and create milestones. Okay, when can this store be launched? If you have a job, are you wanting to work a job as you launch the store at the same time? Because we're going to create a roadmap for that. If you have a job and you want to quit that job, we create a plan for that. How do we exit out? Things of that nature. So we sit down and we have that strategy session. That strategy session is very, very valuable. I sell my strategy sessions for $1,000 by itself, but you get that strategy session when you join this program. Okay. And then our 3 for our community. This is for our bomb in-person experience. And this is our live beauty supply workshop. This is a live weekend with me in Atlanta, Georgia. My next one is going to be March 27th through the 29th. Okay. So this workshop is really important, because this is where we all come together as a community and we literally work on our stores together in person. And when I tell you that in-person experience is unlike any other experience, this is where the work actually happens. I'm able to talk and coach you guys in person and literally get all of our beauty supply assets completed within that weekend. So this is where we actually sit down and you have taken everything that you have learned in our Beauty Supply University, and we actually work together live in person to make sure that everything is done perfectly. So we sit and we review all of your beauty supply assets. We give you live feedback and accountability on everything. And this is also amazing time for you to connect with other people who are opening a beauty supply store. It may be in your city, maybe someone across the country, right? So this was our last intensive. We had 20 women come out and actually have community, because how many of y'all know that community is one of the things that drives success as well? When you are surrounded with like-minded individuals, because most of us don't come from families that are entrepreneurs. We come from families that's like, get that good 9 to 5, get the benefits, work 30 years and retire. That was my parents. Okay. And so being an entrepreneur was something that I could not talk to my parents about, because they would just talk me out of it. And so I needed to surround myself with people who had the same mindset. And so like right now we have 20, 30 people on the call who have the same mindset. And so imagine being in a room with 20, 30 people and actually working and getting things done together. It is priceless. Okay. My community is one of the most loyal community and most loyal friends you will ever meet. Like, we literally have had women fly out to other women's like grand openings and support like our sisters together, like literally take the flight out. There's a sister that's having a store launch next month. Some of us, we buying our tickets and we're going to support her grand opening. That's the community that you buy into. Like, people will fly out to support your beauty supply store because we're literally all on this journey together. So it's an amazing, amazing community. So this is what the full value looks like. This is a breakdown. So you get, like I said, 12 months access to our Beauty Supply University. That value is over $5,000. You get a one-on-one strategy and roadmap session with me. That value is over $1,000. And you also get the in-person workshop. Again, that's happening in Atlanta, Georgia in March. Tickets for that I sell, well, that's a separate thing, is $3,000 just for those tickets. So total value of everything that you're getting today is well over $9,000 of what you will get in this program. Okay. This is Elora Beauty Supply. This is a store that is in Jacksonville, Florida. So I knew I had another Florida store. So this is Jacksonville, Florida. We had got them over 75,000 in funding. They're open about two years, I believe. We opened them 2 years ago. Yep. And Jamesia says Allure was a dream that came true. We could not have done it without Janice and her team. Okay. So your accelerated investment, y'all, even if it was $9,000, y'all, for you to have financial freedom, quit that job that you don't want to have and create financial freedom, it would 100% be worth $9,000. Who would pay $9,000 to be able to quit their job, open a 6-figure business, and create financial freedom and generational wealth for their family? If that's you, drop it me in the chat. Because the price for it going forward is $5,000. So almost half off for our standard enrollment. Okay. For our standard enrollment, the ticket price is $5,000. But for y'all today, lucky for y'all today, your guys are going to get exclusive early bird enrollment pricing. So this is not public yet. This is just for the people that's on the webinar tonight. So right now, you are getting early bird pricing, literally half off. So you have a pay in full option of $2,500. And then we have breakdowns of payment options where you can literally start for $300. So it's $300 weekly. It's 10 payments. Or you can do a monthly installment plan, which would be a monthly payment of $1,000. But if you're able to pay in full, y'all, you will literally save $500 if you're able to pay in full. So I'm going to head and drop one of the links in the chat, guys. Let me know if y'all can click this link in the chat. Okay. Let me know if you guys can click the link in the chat. That is the payment option. So if you need to break down the payments, you can go ahead and break down the payments. And then I'm also going to drop the pay in full option in the chat, guys. You save $500 if you're able to pay in full. You can save $500 if you pay in full. Okay. Let me know if those links work for y'all. Someone let me know if those links are working for y'all. Don't click the link and come off. Come back to the chat, y'all. I always forget to say that. Come back to the chat and let me know if you in. Type in I'm in. Type in I'm in. Once you enroll. So like I said, guys, like I said, y'all. Like I said, okay, someone said it works. Someone said I can't access the link. There's two different links. There's a pay in full link where you save $500, and then there's the payment options. Let me know in the chat if you want. The balloons is here. Let me know in the chat if you guys need the pay in full or the payment, and I'll just drop it again. I'll just drop the link again, y'all. So that first one is that pay in full, right? That discounted link. And I'm going to drop the second one in the chat for the payment arrangement. So like I said, once you guys enroll, our first action that we're going to be doing is our enrollment roadmap call and strategy session. Okay, I just dropped the payment option in the chat. Tanya, let me know if that works for you. I just dropped the payment option in the chat. Let me know if that works for you, Tanya. And if anyone else is having issues, just let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And when you guys get in, type in I'm in, come back to the chat, y'all. I want to know who's in so I can celebrate you. I want to know if you're in so I can celebrate you. So like I said, guys, it is important for y'all to understand this. The first thing that we're going to do is create the roadmap through our strategy session. So it's really important that you guys know as soon as you guys enroll, y'all, we are going to have our onboarding call and strategy session where we're going to sit down. And we are going to be able to create your 12-month roadmap and milestones. So I'm literally going to map out on a Zoom call. We're going to get on a Zoom call and I'm going to literally map out what your milestones are going to be over the next 12-month period. Okay, so I'm going to be dropping the pay in full option. I just saw someone say they're looking for the pay in full option. I just dropped that in the chat. Yaya Jenkins, I just dropped that in the chat. Let me know if it works for you. I just dropped it in the chat. Okay, so let me move on. Okay, so why this program exists? This program exists to remove confusion, guessing, delays, bad vendor decisions, costly mistakes, wrong location, is disorganized funding plans. Because we give you the roadmap that has worked for women nationwide. So, like I said, what's included is 12 months access to the university, the product mix blueprint, vendor accounts, POS setup, operations, manual and systems. So you have those systems for your store, grand opening strategy, build out guidance, private label roadmap. And you guys have, again, 24 access to our online portal. So you have all of the trainings, homeworks, guides, literally at your fingertips. Okay. So this is another success story. This is New York Beauty Supply. Again, these are the guys that opened in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, literally generated $10,000 in sales during their grand opening weekend. So we're talking about 2 days, and during their grand opening weekend that I came out to, that's me in the middle. I was pregnant at that time. That's why I look a little chunky. But they generated over $10,000. It was one of the best grand openings I've ever attended. They generated over 10, that literally made their investment back in a weekend. And had opened their second location last year. So the two gentlemen actually on the end are the owners of the business. And they were like, I'm a little shook because I don't know if the females is going to want to support a male business. I said, these women are going to support a male business more than they support a female business. Let me tell you. And I was right, because at their grand opening, they literally had a line outside their door and around the corner. They had the greatest community encouragement. So many people showed up. It was just wonderful, y'all. So when I tell you, when your community is looking for a Black-owned beauty supply store and you're the first or one of the few to actually open, the community is so grateful. They're so grateful because they're literally dying, begging for a Black-owned beauty supply store. Okay. So we also have some amazing fast action bonuses on tonight, y'all. So one of our bonuses, guys, is our signature vendor assistance delivery program. So this is actually what I do for our platinum clients in our one-on-one program, where I set up the vendor accounts for you. I help you with product selection guidance and literally connect you with my vendors that I have been using for the past 15 years. I literally call and open the accounts on your behalf. Okay. So that is a fast action bonus if you sign up today, y'all. If you sign up today. Then we have our done for you business plan. So you do have access to our templates online, right? But we have a business writer that works with our one-on-one top tier clients. And for those of you who sign up today, you'll also have her write your business plan for you. Okay. So she'll literally write the business plan for you tonight. If you sign up tonight with our program. So those are the two fast action bonuses that I have tonight for you guys, because I believe that action takers are decision makers and they literally make the best mentees. So it's like I said in the beginning, y'all, this is not going to be for everyone. This is for the select few of people who know that they have been called. Like, you know that God has placed this on your heart to move forward, and you was just looking for the right person at the right time. If that is you, this is your sign that you got the right one at the right time, because there's no one who has opened more successful Black-owned beauty supply store than me and my team. There's no one else that has more receipts out there that you will visibly see than me and my team. Okay. So you got the right one at the right time. So again, guys, the program is literally valued at over $9,000. But early bird pricing, y'all are getting early bird pricing before I launch this publicly to my social media and all these things. You guys have access to the early bird discount pricing. You can pay in full at $2,500, or you can break the payments down. Okay. But this is early bird pricing, because once I have this public, y'all, is going to go to its regular pricing of $5,000. Okay. So like I said, we have the fast action bonuses that you now have access to. Like, that vendor assisted setup is valued at way over $10,000 in my one-on-one program. And the done for you business plan, when we do business plan by itself, and you can check that out on my website, we charge $3,000 for a business plan. Like, if you only just want a business plan, we $3,000. So literally those two bonuses by itself is worth the entire investment. Just the bonuses. not including the workshop in Atlanta, not including the Beauty Supply University, not including anything else. Okay. So, y'all, this program is for you. If you are serious about opening your beauty supply store in 2026, if you want funding, ready strategy, and not random advice, if you value proximity, structure, and accountability, if you are done playing small with your future, this program is for you. This is not for spectators. This is for builders, y'all. This is not for people who don't want to do the work, don't want to put the work in, is looking for someone to do the work. Y'all, we do have a one-on-one program where we literally do the work for you. That starts at $30,000. If that is you, you can DM me. If you're saying I don't want to do no work, I just want the team to do it for me, that program starts at $30,000. And we do have 2 spots for that program. Completely different program now. This program is for you if you are ready to put in the work. If you are coachable, right? You can take coaching from me and the team and you're coachable, then this is the space that you want to be in. Okay. So y'all, this is where I wrap up. This is your next move, is to enroll today, secure your seat for Atlanta, where we're going to meet live, all of us together, and literally have me create your custom 12-month roadmap into ownership. Okay. So I am going to stop sharing here. I want to answer any questions that you guys have. And also let me know if you have enrolled. Drop me, I'm in. If you have enrolled, so I can shout you out. Let me know what questions you have. If you're on the fence, I want to know why you're on the fence so I can help you get off that fence. Let me know what questions do you have. Did y'all get the links? Do y'all have the links? I'm going to drop them anyway. Let me just go ahead and drop them again. Because I don't know how fast this is moving. But I'm going to drop in both links. Hold on. What link do y'all need? Did everyone get the links, guys? Did everyone get the links, guys? How many stores have you and your team opened? That's a great question. I stopped counting after the 3rd year because it's been so many. But if you go to my YouTube page, well, y'all on my YouTube page. If you stay on this YouTube page, guys, you're gonna see all the videos, all of the grand openings, all of the things. There's plenty of receipts there, y'all. This is real stuff happening, real life. There's no scams here. I have too many receipts to be anybody's scam. And we have a launch next month in Indiana. One of our first stores in Indiana next month, y'all. Let me know if these links are working for you guys, by the way. Let me know if these links are working. And then also let me know, guys, you have questions on the programs. Let me know in the chat what is keeping you on the fence. Let me know, guys, if you got your seat in the program. Where are all the people that was saying yes before? I'm ready. Are y'all still ready? Okay. Are y'all still ready? Because everybody's ready until it's time to pay the invoice and invest in ourselves. We be ready until it's time to pay the invoice and invest in ourselves. Are we still ready? Are we still ready to do this, y'all? Don't get scared now, y'all. Come on now. What questions do you guys have? Let me know in the chat. I'll be on for like 2 more seconds, y'all. Yes, this program is for beginners, actually. This is literally for beginners. So, all the way from I don't even have an LLC. That we're going to teach you everything in the university. Tanisha. So everything is in our university. Literally, when y'all get your username and password and y'all sign on, you're going to see like all of the trainings, all of everything from A to Z on the store. And then we are going to be meeting in person. And that's when the real execution happens, is when we actually meet in person in Atlanta. It is going to be popping. All my in-person events are lit. And we just have so much. We work, but we have so much fun. We go to dinner, we do all the things, y'all. But most important is execution and getting things done. And when we are in person, you can't play in my face, not in my face in real life. Let's go, Tanya. Are you in, Tanya? Tanya Willis? Are you in here like swimwear? Let's know. Let's go. Let's go. Any other questions? Do you guys have any other questions about the process, about the program? Some of y'all are on the fence. I see 16 of y'all on right now. I don't see no replies like I did before, y'all. Where's everyone that was saying yes? Are we saying no now? Are we saying not ready now? Don't let fear have you in a chokehold, because the devil is good at that. Do not let, I'm going to tell y'all right now, those who were saying yes earlier, do not let fear have you in a chokehold, because that the devil is great at that. Don't let him have you in a chokehold, because there's some people who cannot repeat 2025. You cannot afford to have a repeat of last year. Something has to change. Something has to shake. Something has to move. I cannot repeat 2025. I cannot repeat 2025. That's me right now. I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself. I cannot repeat 2025. I got to make things shake this year. I am making things shake this year. Yes, Mommy and Me Tea Time. Yes, we create a store that's custom for you. So I had showed you guys Pampered Texture. She is my Nigerian sister out in Fargo. She has her hair salon. She has her private label wigs. So she does wigs in her beauty supply store as well. So she sells her own private label. So all the things, y'all, literally all the things is custom to you. So this is not a cookie cutter franchise model. No. We sit down and we talk about what it is that you want to create and how you want to show up in this space. And we make that happen. And we create the plan and we make that happen. Okay. And y'all, like I said, guys, we have literally a payment option where you can start at $300. So we do have a payment option where you can literally start at $300. Let me know if y'all got that payment, the payment breakdown in the chat. Let me know if y'all got the payment breakdown where you can start today, Tanisha. I see your comment, sis. And you can start on that payment option and still lock in with the bonuses. Y'all don't want to lose this bonuses, child. Because the bonuses is well over the value of this program, just the bonuses alone. The done for you business plan, as well as the vendor setup done for you, priceless, y'all. So Sharice, we will have the replay up for your partner to watch the training. But here's one thing I will say about partners, y'all. There's always a main person who takes the program and who will execute. So if you have a partner, always go ahead and execute. And people can catch up when they can catch up. But I can tell you, I've lost so many opportunities waiting for people. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. So, Kendra, you cannot afford to miss this opportunity. You cannot afford to miss this opportunity. It's time to get started, sis. Some of you can't afford to miss the opportunity. Can't afford to have a repeat of last year. And we got to do something different. I was literally pushed out of a job. I knew I had to do something different. Period. We burn the ships. It's either going to work or it's going to work. There is no plan B. There is no plan B, y'all. Does anybody have any other questions tonight, guys? So like I said, guys, the replay should live on this YouTube page. So you will be able to rewatch the replay. You will be able to rewatch the replay. So it will live on this YouTube page. And then we will definitely be sending out emails as well, so that you can still be able to take advantage of all the things that we have in this amazing program. And so so Tanya asked a great question about wanting to create a custom product mix. This is exactly what we do, Tanya, in the program, as we help you create a custom product mix. So like I mentioned before, we've had people do juices, we have people do clothes. It's all about creating a custom product mix. That's what that is, basically, in more retail technical terms. And so we walk you through what that looks like for you and your community. So it's all really about making sure that when we're building stores in our community, we're building stores that the community will actually want and need, so that you are building a profitable store. So that's the main thing, is making sure that you're building a profitable product mix, like I mentioned in the training, because you can have all the inventory and have all the wrong inventory and still have a failed store, just filled with inventory. Like I said, y'all, I made a $20,000 mistake when I first opened. I had all the wrong vendors, all the wrong products. That cost me $20,000 worth of mistakes. And now, because I had that $20,000 mistake, y'all don't have to have a $20,000 mistake. That's what investing in professionals will do for you, is help you mitigate the mistakes and also fast track you to success. So you're mitigating the risk, and you're also fast tracking your success. Folks, you want to move fast, you get into a program, you learn, you get the coaching, so that you can move fast and literally not have to repeat the same expensive mistakes, y'all. All right. So I am going to wrap up here, y'all. I am so excited for you guys who have joined. I'm so excited. And guys, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm the Retail Genius on all of the platforms. You can DM me on Instagram, the Retail Genius on Instagram. And you can also email me, y'all. It's Janice@theRetailGenius.com. Janice@theRetailGenius.com. Thank you so much for spending your night. And guys, I will see you on the other side of Beauty Supply Store Success. Have a good night.